what I would like to introduce you to, I'll take the bad first. This is called Prophecy of the Soul Sorcerer. The Soul Sorcerer. Well, there are quite a few issues, and I think I've got most of them. Most of them, as you can see here, I'm putting in all the covers for you all to see. Most of them, I say most of them because I actually was hipped to this too late. It was out a few years before I even found it, and the reason I even found it was being advertised in a local comic store newspaper. And what drew me to this comic was the cover art, which for me was like, yo, off the chain. And having some black superhero, I was like, y'all doing some good shit. But then I actually read it, and don't get me wrong, the creator of the comic, let's check that out real quick. I forgot his name because I read it and I just forgot. Eric Dean Seaton. Very interesting and a great story as to how he worked to get this comic done. Very inspirational, but unfortunately, look, comics are an expression of your imagination. I'm not going to get all deep with you, but what comics also bring to the table is a sense of ingenuity and something fresh. Unfortunately, as he said himself, Mr. Seaton, that he was watching Batman for the umpteen time when the inspiration hit him to create his character. Unfortunately, too much of the Batman, and I'm not talking about the Dark Knight, but the Batman with Michael Keaton, too much of it is actually leaking through some of the comics that I read of the Soul Sorcerer. Don't get me wrong, some of the characters are okay. It's about this guy named Elijah Alexander who finds out he's the one by the sorcerer who is called Noah. It's a part of some clique of superpowered beings that saved the world from being destroyed many times. But what disappointed me the most about this comic is the cover art is stunning. But then you open the comic and yeah, well, detail goes out of the window. It's like, you know what I'm saying, somebody that just started to draw comic books. I mean, like, it was really, and I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, knock the creator, but it actually gave me a sense of, you know what I'm saying, this not really being somebody who read comics, because some of the corny lines of the hero, they were just too corny. If I read them then, I would have found they were corny, but I read this like now, you know what I'm saying, sometime this year. I mean, it was like almost Batman zing, pow, holy text, Batman, or holy dialogue, Batman, holy corny dialogue, Batman. I was looking for something. Holy corny dialogue, Batman. Nah, it was, nah, man. Some of them were just too easy and childish. You know what I'm saying? For a story that might have been really elaborate, because like I said, the cover art is off the chain. A whole lot of nice wraparound covers. And I even got the special editions, but you know what I'm saying, some of it was just not original to me. I mean, like this, what is this, Star Wars? You already got that, right? You know what I'm saying? So the lightsaber thing definitely threw me off. Nighthawk, as the name of the hero is, I was like, yeah, who cares? I mean, I even went on the internet. Seems that they got this site going on of Prophecy of the Soul Sorcerer. This is the address. I mean, check it out. They're trying to do an animation, but the hero is just not compelling. So I'm really not even that interested. So what I would say to a comic book collector, the series itself, I mean the story, I don't even, honestly, the bad guy Reverend Hope or something is trying to take over the world with his minions that can transform into half beastlings, and there are some other characters in here that are all called after I think the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. If I remember correctly, maybe I didn't, so you all can correct me if that's not the case and you all read it. But the story is compelling. It's not compelling anywhere. I'm sorry, dude, Mr. Seaton, sir. It was a nice try though. You know what I'm saying? But no lastability, unfortunately, as you can tell. It was, I mean, canceled, I think. Because, yeah, well, I wouldn't read this again. I'd watch the cover art again, though. That's why I'd give it a 6. Because what is really saving it is the cover art. And what I even read is that they switched pencilers during the series. Why would they do that? I mean, why didn't they have the guy who penciled the front actually pencil most of the insides as well? Yeah, nah, I wasn't feeling it at all. I'm sorry, dude. The story was kind of flat, lines corny. The hero wasn't really doing anything for me either. There were some nice concepts in it, like this Noah character has this demon that comes out of him from time to time, but it seems that the demon doesn't really agree with the sorcerer that this Elijah character should be the one. And there's actually no chemistry with none of the characters. Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling any of it. So this might go in my box of not ever being read either. I got a daughter, she's like 1.5. Her name is Tamari. She's yeah, probably going to enjoy this when she gets old and she can appreciate comics. But I don't know if I'll let her read this, because, sorry dude, that shit was boring. Let's get into something that was not boring. Soul Saga. Now, this was something, unfortunately, that passed people's heads, because I even told my kid brother about it. He's into comics as well. Y'all might meet him sometime as the series prolongs. And he missed out on Soul Saga. I mean, Stephen Platt and the Liquid Crew. Yo, I'm not even talking about the alcoholics, but these guys who inked it. Off the motherfucking chain. Yes, I said motherfucking. Unfortunately, back in the day, this was the time that they were actually putting out a lot of one-shot or short series. Anybody remember Battle Chaser? I'll come back to Battle Chaser, no doubt. That was, I'll talk about it some other time. Anyway, Soul Saga. Wonderful story. Maybe not very original for some, because it has a lot of the King Arthur mythology mixed up into it on the undertone, but the story's so compelling you don't even think about it. Plus, okay, hold on. I won't open up the comic itself. I bought the trade paperback, so I can fuck with that instead of opening up the comic. The panels are off the chain. Detailed, big, bright colors. I love that. Kind of Rob Liefeld-esque, and most people might probably try to stone me because Rob Liefeld is the man, and for me then, because I like the big panels, but most people, they don't. People talk about Stokely, talk about the story not being compelling, it's a crap story. Sometimes you just don't care, you just want action. Just like certain movies you watch, you don't care about the motherfucking story, you just want action, you know what I'm saying? And this combines action and a good story. The hero of the day is an orphan whose name is Ares, and his brother that he his adopted brother Marius and Sister Katrina, who grow up together, and after a while it seems that their country is in a state of war, and they become yeah, pretty prominent people in the ranks. I'm not going to give you the whole story away. What actually happens is that one of the brothers, or Ares, is put on a protection detail to protect the princess. The princess. And there's a coup, and something goes wrong during the protection detail, whereby both of the brothers end up facing one another. There's also this understory about this sword that the Soul Blade, yeah, maybe not really a very ingenuitive name, Namco, but yeah, well, who cares? Story is compelling. It has demons, it has blood, it has people getting their ass chopped up and shot up, big panels, bright colors, you know what I'm saying? What else? What else is great about this comic? You feel the characters. Ares gets, well, due to the incident that happens, I'm not going to give it away, but the story is very good. Due to this incident, he and his brother end up winding up against each other in the same battle that they're in. Ares is really hurt, because I mean, these are the people that he grew up with, and at least his brothers who he grew up with, and yeah, well, due to this altercation that they're having, he is not able to perform at his best. What fucked me up though is that Soul Saga was cancelled till the 5th issue. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, around that time a lot of new comics were coming out, and a lot of them got cancelled as well. So it's quite understandable. What I really felt was what really hurt was the story. It's so it's like a movie, like you're reading a movie, and then the end comes at a point where everything is about to happen and they just cancel it. Yo, that just fucked me up, man. I was like, how could they do that? I mean, of course, like in the TV world, there are certain series like The Gate. Yeah, don't hate. The Gate was cool. They canceled that as well just because they didn't have enough viewers. I understand, you know what I'm saying, it's a money thing, but I mean, certain comics, yo, they should just bring it back. Soul Saga, yo, I'm gonna give it a 9. Yes, you heard me, 9. Because, paneling. Oh, fucking hell. Almost dropped that. Paneling, covers, not too much wild shit. See, just the Soul character. You know what I'm saying? Drawn very well. Stephen Platt, you should do some more shit like the Prophet stuff that you did as well. Even though I have to admit, I don't think I have any Prophet in my collection. Don't worry, I'll get it. Covers simple, enticing characters. I mean, lighting off the hook, light, you know what I'm saying? 9, yes, 9. I'm just a bit disappointed that it was canceled though, because I really wanted to see more, see where the story would go to. But then again, this wasn't an era, I think it was mid-90s that a lot of comics were canceled. A lot of Image comics were canceled. Yeah, well, hopefully they'll bring some of them back, reprint them, especially Soul Saga. Recognize, I'm trying to get this out there again, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that was it to do with it. Yo, girl, I'm going. I'm gonna call you back, alright? Bye. I'm sorry, some midnight drama. Again. Why these people always call me around this time? Anyway, as I said, we discussed today Soul Saga. Soul Saga. Go get it. You can find it anywhere. Go to this address. Yeah, I'm just pimping all of them. You know what I'm saying? Support your retailers instead of downloading that shit. Soul Saga. We did that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, well, you know, we did Soul, a lot of Soul going on. We did Prophecy of the Soul Sorcerer as well. awesome covers, booty story, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go out there and get that. Those comics Seat for this week again. Oh, the Thor thing.
It's not easy to do what you did. You made my men look like a bunch of minimum wage mall cops. That's hurtful. Would you like to tell me where you received your training? Afghanistan? Chechnya? Who are you?
I have sacrificed much to achieve peace. For, through your arrogance and stupidity, you have opened these peaceful realms and innocent lives to the horror and devastation of war.
You are a vain, greedy, cruel boy. And you are an old man and a fool!
You're unworthy!
Father.
I now take from you your power! And I cast you out!
Please open your eyes.
Oh no, this is Earth, isn't it?
Where it comes from?
Your ancestors called it magic. And you call it science. I come from a place where they're one and the same.
He has disobeyed his king. His fate is in his own hands now.
I will end this.
Yo, go check that shit out. Well, I don't have to tell you all that. You all saw the trailer off the motherfucking chain. So I'm gonna take that remark I made about Thor not being hardcore, you know what I'm saying, taking it back. Even though I have to admit that part about Heimdall, Idris Elba, awesome actor. He's off the chain as well. But him playing Heimdall is weird. It's like asking a white dude to play Kunta Kinte in a remake. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But, I mean, yo, I'm all for diversity, so if they make that shit work, I'm alright with it. I'm gonna watch the movie anyway. So, that was Comic Seat for this week. Join me next week as I go again into my box of tricks. Yo, I'm still working on the slogan, so bear with me. I see you all next week. Be there or be a circle. Recognize Comic Seat, you know what I'm saying? Support your retailers, support your retailers, and yeah, Google is your friend. You know what I'm talking about. Peace.